right? So the three things I want to mention is that, yes, we have diverse interests, because Aline and I went to learn medieval dancing with her, and that was before Space Channel and The Outlander and Game of Thrones, and it was, yeah, it was really different. I do Japanese dance, and let me tell you, there's quite a difference between medieval and Japanese dance, but nonetheless it was fun. It was an insight into the things that interested her about a time long ago and far away, and it was fun, and it was a facet about her that I didn't know until we went, and how much she enjoyed that kind of history and culture and environment, and all the things that come with it, costumes and music, and other people that like the whole life. And then, you know, Barbara Snyder had her own special fun file back in the day, and I remember her explaining to me the things about regulatory and legislation, which all of you are experts at, and which at that time I knew nothing, and it was fun. She made it more interesting and philosophical, and then she wove in stories and things about her experience of working in the voice. And lastly, someday I'd like to pay homage to the stunning choices of color she did in her hair as a man. Some of them were really bold, and not exactly what I thought of, you know, quiet, thoughtful Alison, brilliant blue, and all the other colors. And when I see young people with that kind of stripe in their hair, I do think of Alison, because she was bold that way. So those are the things I wanted to speak about today and share with you.
So we're going to volunteer people. So Alan Goldrose and I in 2001 ran a process to hire people because I was busier than I am now actually. And so we had a couple of people that we chose from that process. One of them was Alison and the other was Heather. I remember Alan and I, after we interviewed Alison kind of went away and said, all right, so she's clearly a lot smarter than either of us. She has more degrees than both of us put together. She speaks more languages than the two of us. So this can either go one of two ways. She could either make us look really good or make us both look really stupid. And in fairness, it was probably a bit of both. To credit to her, though, she kept making us look stupid more or less in private. So when I went on to take over the Red Group, Alison and I kind of maintained our love of Monty Python and many other things, but we had discussions about inside jokes abounded and so on. But I was never quite sure when she came to my office what we were going to be talking about. Sometimes it was, I'm going to go to Norway to do this monthly income averaging thing for 6 months, 6 weeks or whatever it was. Then it was Walter, the cat guy, and then it was off to the science fiction. So it was always very interesting for me because I never knew quite what was coming around the corner. And just on the thing on the Norwegian too, she actually wanted to learn Danish, but she couldn't find anybody in Ottawa that could teach her, so she learned Norwegian instead. So we had lots of, when she came back from that trip, I know we reminisced about university days and how difficult it was for her to kind of live in a university residence again with people that were a lot younger than her, and the challenges that were involved with that. So anyway, my sort of remembrances of her will always be those kind of pseudo-bilat laugh sessions we'd have in my office that quite often didn't involve work at all.
Thank you. This little old cow toy in our office one day, and it was Christmas time, which we had all, well, I had lots of those little toys that make noise and music and all that. And I remember going to Alison's office, and she had that cow that was saying moo 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 moo. And I just fell in love with the cow. And I was like, I'm giving it to you. I said, no, I'm not going to steal it from you now. I'm giving it to you. So all that to say, this Christmas time, I had the cow, and I didn't, because I always put it away with my Christmas decoration, and I think so, sure. And just to say that this year again, I took it out, and I was saying, okay, move to Alison, without even knowing, because I was sure she was going for another one, getting better. Then I heard, I said, wow, I am going to keep that moving.
Thanks, Leah.
I just had one thing to kind of ask of the group, because it was a mystery around Alison that I never was able to figure out. It was when we were on the 5th floor, When I first met her, I think back in 2010, 2011, on her whiteboard was written the word lunch with a question mark. And that was on her board for 3 or 4 years, possibly longer. Where did it come from, and what did lunch with a question mark mean? Does anybody know? No, it was just in large words. It was the only thing on this whiteboard with a giant question mark. Lunch. It is, yeah. All right, so
Essential question of life, is that what you said?
So nobody has any idea of lunch. Okay, I figured I can't ask her now.
Maybe that's something we can carry forward. Lunch?
Lunch?
Lunch? Thanks, Nick. All right, I'm just taking this. We are also going to provide Alison's family with some video from today, so I'd just like to make sure I capture everybody who is here. Alex.
I personally think lunch with a question mark is today. Okay.
Say that again, Nora, sorry?
I think lunch with a question mark is today's the day.
Thank you. Right.
Friends and colleagues celebrate what a fun person she was and what she did to enrich our lives.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Memorial for Alison a couple of weeks ago. So I had stopped in and I happened to meet Alison's mom there. And so I talked to her for a while and, you know, and I explained how lucky we were to have Alison and how unfortunate it was to lose her because, you know, before she started with the CFIA, she came from a pretty tough job. Whatever she was doing, it really, really aggravated her. Her boss or her working environment was not good. But when she came to the agency and started working with you folks, her mother said her whole mood changed. She really enjoyed working for the agency, enjoyed working for those people.
Wasn't sure which way that was going, so that's good.
Yeah, thank you. But, you know, she really did. And that's as much as a testament to all you folks, the people she worked with, and the fact that, you know, we were so lucky to have her and to have lost her, which is much, much too early. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Listening to Alan and David talk about Alison in Reg Affairs reminded me of one particular regulation that Alison has left, and I really do think it's a legacy regulation because I cannot imagine any amendment that will ever be made to it because no one other than Alison could ever figure it out. And I think the gentleman over here, and perhaps the gentleman over there, might have some idea of which regulation I'm referring to. This would be the formula that calculates the price of a bird.
A formula that estimates the price of a bird.
A dead bird.
A dead bird.
It has been a blessing and a curse to everyone in the CFIA and to, I'm sure, every bird owner in the country. But we have Alison to thank for developing the formula that is still used, I believe, to calculate the price of a bird. Wonderful. So thank you, Alison.
Thank you.
About the formula,
Here comes the rebuttal.
Alison told me, Jean-Willy, this apply only for the birds in this particular outbreak in 2004 in BC. so, anyway, but it was a source of inspiration.
Good, thank you.
But you, Stefania, any memories you'd like to share?
I just loved having Alison there, being able to help guide me and give such sound advice all the time.
You were talking about your career earlier, and
yeah,
that
she always gives such great, perspectives and thoughts to any decision that had to be made. There's so many times I came to her and she would give me just a little bit more insight that I never would have had without her. So it's the types of things I really remember her for, and her sense of humor. And her cookies at Christmas, obviously.
Oh, thank you for reminding us. Yes, her beautiful European cookies and cakes that she would bring to our lead meetings, and
like the cute little boxes that they were in. They were so cute.
Cute. Heather?
And to add to what David and Alan were saying, they hired Alison and I at the same time. October 2001.
Allegedly.
That's how old I am. So I started a week before Alison, but I always worked with Alison, and Alison and I were kind of the last of the old crew at in Reg Affairs. So I feel a great loss that she is gone. Some really funny memories of Alison are her socks. She would come in and always have various assorted novelty socks. Didn't matter what the occasion. And then at some point it was, the hair of the socks. And we used to laugh about some of these shall remain nameless files that were legacy for CFIA. But she was always there. She always had good advice. She always found humor. She could figure out, didn't matter what it was, if it was an equation or a legal opinion, even though go there, but she had it, she could do it, and she enjoyed her job, we enjoyed her company, and